I'm very lucky to be joined by Simon Squibb, the one and only. Thank you, Simon, for, of course, joining us.
I've been enjoying your story. Why don't you tell people about what you've done here, just to start things off?
Tradestars is a concept that was born out of the needs of the modern day founders, entrepreneurs, business owners. We designed and built these facilities with the entrepreneur in mind rather than landlord in mind. So we put founder first rather than landlord first. And it manifests in amenity spaces, the way we build the studios. All the studios that we provide are bespoke, so no second studio is the same as the one before it. We have any business from barbers to TikTok live, shopping channels, to tattoo artists.
This place is the future of co-working. If you have a business and you want to make it work, it's environments like this that are going to help you ensure success, because they'll grow with you, they'll support you as you change, and they're accustomed to you, the founder. And I think that's what's really special. That's why I'm here. That's why I'm willing to support. I really believe in what you're doing.
Thank you. Any workspace is that you want to, let's say, buy an asset and develop it and then create a concept.
So you physically bought these premises?
Yeah, so we own the premises. And we also developed the site to bring it into a Tradestars form. And it's very capital intensive. It takes a lot of money, and it takes a special type of investor to believe in your concept and vision in order to bring it to life. And I was very lucky to have one of those investors.
Well, you say lucky, but you told me already you contacted 400 investors.
Yes, I did.
So that's not luck, that's the numbers game.
So it's a numbers game as well. I mean, look, when it was just an idea, a concept, it was a concept to provide a physical workspace for anyone that sells something online or advertises their services online. And I effectively, all I had was a deck, a bit of a nice CV of another exit I had beforehand with another company in dark kitchens. And I went out and I emailed about 400 investors. I emailed them and I also reached out on LinkedIn. So I started with angels, that didn't work. I went to VCs, too capital intensive. And then I started hitting private equity, institutional capital. And they all of a sudden wanted to have second and third meetings. And towards the end of the raise, I think I had about 3 private equity houses in the shortlist. And I picked the one that believed in the vision the most, because I thought if I go with that type of investor, then they will go with me all the way, and they actually have.
You must be talking tens of millions of pounds as well.
Yes, so we've raised to date about 60 million pounds.
60 million pounds
altogether. Our main investor is a private equity based in London called Clearbell, and the principal of that investment arm, Manish Chanda, is actually a mentor of mine as well. So, not only they're my investor, I can also ring up Manish with decades of experience.
Big important lesson for people listening: if you want to raise money from people that actually you respect.
Yes, absolutely.
So there's loads of money out there. You don't want to take it from just anybody. You've got to be very careful.
Absolutely. And it's really important having a mentor as well. You need someone to bounce ideas off, and someone with a bit of more experience than you, that made some mistakes in the past. So if I feel uncomfortable about a business decision, or I just want to riff with someone for half an hour, I pick up the phone and he's there every time. And that's amazing, because you don't get that with every type of investor. And that's why we've managed to build such a great workspace. Is you need someone to believe in your vision. You can't just do it all by yourself. So getting to that right investor, it's not just the money, it's also the mindset needs to come with it. That's one of the keys of
as far as convincing the investor, again, wanting people to learn.
Yeah.
Of course, you had a good idea.
Yeah.
Did you have a physical premise ready to go, or you were still looking?
Oh, so that's a good story actually. So we have a site in Hackney Wick. We bought it from a resi developer. We effectively wholesale bought 30,000 square feet of retail real estate. And when I approached them, I actually didn't have the deal done with the private equity, but I had to hustle it a little bit and say, don't worry, we have capital behind us, it's just coming together. Let's get into contract stage, let's get this thing going. And then Clearbell asked me, do you have an asset that we can invest in straight away as soon as we sign a deal? Of course I do. Here, I've got something under offer. And so I had to play a little bit of that, chicken and the egg kind of thing. Without the asset, they wouldn't have invested so quickly, and without the investment, we couldn't.
It makes sense, and I think this is an important lesson for any founders listening as well. People don't like the saying, but it's fake it till you make it. I think fake it till you make it is absolutely fine if you're going to follow through.
Yeah.
If you're faking till you make it and you're not going to follow through, that's a lie.
Yeah.
But if you're faking till you make it, you just need the two ends to add up.
Absolutely.
As you have done, I actually think it's really quite an important thing for people to realise.
Yeah.
And you have to believe in your vision.
Yes.
There's a bit of a risk there, right? On both sides. You're committing to it. What if they pull out? What if they say no?
That's right.
Both sides, right?
There's huge risk.
Yeah,
huge risk.
Yeah.
But if you don't try, you don't get. If you don't push as well, you don't get.
Did you put some of your own money down on
Yes,
the table?
of course I did. Yes.
Another important lesson.
Absolutely.
So when I started my channel, I actually had one of my friends now, a guy called Callum, put his savings into building our channel. It was all his savings. And frankly, the channel worked because he was committed, and in part because he invested. I didn't need his money. But I think there's something, as an investor myself, I love it when I see that people are putting in what they've got. Even if it's like, let's sort of a small amount, £1,000, £5,000, in the big picture of things, that's a small amount. But if it's all that person has, so they're all in.
It's a proportion.
So you made money, you sold the company before.
Yeah.
And so you made money, but you're willing to put it back into your venture.
Yes. Yeah.
That is important for people to understand,
Yeah,
right?
and I put a big chunk of it as well.
Yeah.
To the point of uncomfortable amount,
Yeah.
right? It needs to be
But
uncomfortable.
again, that makes you not just want it, but need it.
Yeah,
Because if you've got an uncomfortable amount just sitting in the bank, then you're not uncomfortable.
that's right.
Let's talk about the other two ways of raising money. I'm just interested. Your first business,
Yeah.
How did you fund that?
I bootstrap.
Bootstrap.
My first business, I'll go back to 2011. I was 24. I absolutely wanted to run a business, and I just didn't want to take a regular day job and start like that. I had £3,000. That's all I had. And I put it in an online sushi delivery business in Southeast London. By some miracle, I got onboarded on Just Eat, put all my money in, pray to God this works, because I'm on the streets tomorrow if it doesn't. I have no money for rent. And the first day that we operated, we turned over £500.
Amazing.
And then a bit more the next day. And then within the first year, that business was turning over 300K in revenue. I'll tell you something else. The first year, because I had no money to invest, obviously I ran into cash flow issues. And at one point, I had to choose between paying my very little amount of rent in a flat share somewhere in Camberwell or pay my staff. And I chose paying my staff. And then I slept in that kitchen for 2 months until I regained cash flow again. And then I went out of the kitchen.
By the way, every founder should have that story. I slept in my office in Hong Kong as well.
I read that.
Yeah. So every founder needs that story.
Yeah, you need to sleep in your workspace.
You need to have that moment. Also, then when you get a flat again or get a home again, you're very grateful.
Oh my God. If I like sleeping in the clouds, the first time I slept on a bed.
Which you don't
after
appreciate it sometimes, right? Just having your own room in a house suddenly becomes special, doesn't it?
Absolutely.
So, okay, bootstrapping. So you had money, you put it into something that made money quick enough to turn it over.
Yeah.
Then what happened after that? Did you have to raise money? Or?
So then that was my first, let's say, kitchen workspace. I was renting a kitchen in a kebab shop, and obviously it didn't really work for what I needed. It wasn't optimized for me. So I decided to take my own space and design it myself. And I designed 2 kitchens. The one kitchen I would do my sushi delivery business, 16-hour days, 7 days a week. The other side I was renting as a side hustle, as a kitchen to rent. And then the demand that came in was just incredible. I would rent it in 8-hour intervals, 3 shifts in 24 hours, 7 days a week. And the demand just kept coming. I did everything up. And I thought if I give up the sushi or give it to someone to run, and I rent out that side of the business, I can focus on kitchens to rent and also help these people along the way.
Dark kitchen model very early on.
Yeah, so this is 2013. 2015, I actually raised my first capital from Virgin Startup. So I got 25K from Virgin Startup to fund my dark kitchen idea. But then sadly, in 2015, I lost my mom. She was my last surviving member of the family.
I'm sorry.
I was an only child. My dad I lost when I was 11. Anyway, I lost my mom 2015. I was 28, and I had no one left. That was it. That's it. It was me and the world, and I had 2 ways to go. One way, just feel sorry for myself and crash. Or the other way, just go, and don't look back and don't stop and just go for it. So I took the money from Virgin. I raised a bit of money from two partners that I had in the business that I took on for the dark kitchen business to help. And we opened our first site in Bethlem Green. We did 3 dark kitchens. And then a year later, we raised our first angel investment. Well, he put in 1.5 million. And we then got to 45 kitchens within 18 months.
Right.
Then 2018 comes, we want to raise some money, and we get a knock on the door from this guy who founded Uber. So he was Travis.
Yeah,
So
I met Travis.
Have you met Travis?
Yeah, of course.
Really? So Travis bought my business.
Yeah, makes sense. He was on the dark
He
kitchen
bought my business.
charge, yeah.
So he was buying cloud kitchens, and at the same time he was buying my business, Tradestars, in the UK. And you know, I kept on working with him for another 3 years.
Wow.
So we went up from, we were just over a dozen people globally. We had a place in Los Angeles and our London business. And then within 3 years, I mean, let me actually go before that. I said to Travis, you know, with Uber, you just click a finger, you're in France, you're in Italy. You know, this is real estate. How are we going to make it happen? Like we're going to build and grow and go crazy. But, you know, how do we do it as quick as a tech company? I wasn't doubting. I was just asking him, how do I do it? And he said to me, don't worry, let me show you how it's done. And what I got from it, just aside from an exit, it was like the 3 years, the best university anyone can have. Because I got to work with the best in class in fundraising and building big businesses. And I also got to work with other people in Travis's circle, which are just brilliant people. So that was the best university of life for me. And he taught me a few good lessons that I take till today. So I was incredibly fortunate to, that our paths crossed.
I pitched him doing an accelerator at Uber.
Right.
Where we take people places. That was the whole pitch.
Okay.
You know? You get an Uber, you pitch your idea. By the end of it, you get funding and help to make your dream a reality. He said no.
Really?
But he liked my attempt. Just to recap, because I think there's such a great lessons here. Raising money is one of 3 ways, right? Generally speaking. You can go and get that angel investor, right? And the way you've done it, put your own money in helps, have a good idea helps, but 400 people contacting them helps, right?
Yeah.
The second way is you bootstrap it. So you take your £3,000 and you start a business that makes you some revenue, like the sushi business in your case. And then that evolves into what you end up doing, dark kitchens, where you can raise money. But what I really like, and this is the third way, sometimes second and third way are the same, but this connection is that you had a business that made money and you used that money to build the other business that takes time to make money.
Yeah.
So I think that's really important for people to understand. Like most businesses start, like most of my businesses started as service companies.
Right.
So I had a service business that made profit and I took that profit and I built a tech company, right? So I think that's a lesson for people to understand that where you start doesn't mean where you end.
Absolutely.
So you started doing, let's say, sushi, and you ended up doing dark kitchens.
Yes.
Right? And so I think sometimes people get a bit caught up in where they start and where they end being the same
Yeah,
thing.
it doesn't matter because life takes you somewhere, right? You start something, you never know what tomorrow brings. You may meet someone that's going to change your life.
100%.
And doing business gets you out there in the world to interact with all these type of businesses.
Another reason this business is amazing, because people open up a business here, they don't know where it's going to go.
No.
So you can't have a 2-year lease or a fixed thing.
Yes, absolutely.
Because I don't know if TikTok shop blows up as it is now, I'm going to need a lot more space.
Yes.
But if for some reason it retracts, there's some policy change, TikTok gets shut down, I need to go small again, right? And so
we reject that.
Yeah.
So if you want to scale up with us, you can scale up with us. If you want to scale down, because for example, someone got unfortunately their funding pulled, and they came to us and said,
I hate when that happens.
Yeah, they said, look, we're really sorry. We thought we were going to have all this funding. We can't afford this space. What can you do? Same day, we showed them 5 different units where we said, take whichever one you want. Don't worry about the rent. We'll just reduce the rent, and carry on. And when you raise money again, and you need more space, we'll accommodate as well. No problem.
That's why I'm here. I'm here because I believe in what you're doing.
That's brave.
And I love the fact that there's a founder who's been through it all, that understands what it's like to be a founder, has empathy, understands it like you.
That's the point. And I try and meet every tenant we have. I go around the buildings check on them, how we're doing, what can we do.
I just felt it when we're walking around.
Yeah.
You care about these people.
Yeah, I do.
And
I do.
I'm glad to be involved and to support.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Really appreciate it.
Congratulations again. Respect to you. And thanks for sharing. I loved hearing your story though, so thanks for sharing.
That's very kind.
It's inspiring.
I appreciate your time. And
No, likewise, yeah. Well,
I'm so happy to have you on the team as well. They've been really, really nice, actually.
I have the best team in the world.
Yeah.
So
I don't know.
But we're going to see each other a lot, I think, now. Going
We will,
forward.
definitely.
So, yeah. Thanks for having us today.
No, thank you.
Yeah.
Really,
It's exciting. Really, genuinely. I'm really excited about what you're doing.